Folks, it is time now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Makes a nice move there. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Important second down play coming up. Makes a quick catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. That completion sets up an important third down play. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
RPO gives the quarterback so many options, and it puts a lot on the defense. If you overcommit one way, the quarterback's going to make you pay for it. Here, the defense sat back, made it easy. Hand the ball off, let that running back get some good yards.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finds room at the 30. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Getting set. Here's second down. Tailback takes the handoff again. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Fourth down completion to the running back. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. The Sooners offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. They're serious. The offense going for it inside their own 30. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Man, I can't believe they're going for it on fourth down deep in their own territory like this. Usually, you might see this late in the game, but early, really risky decision, but it pays off.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. A short completion of the tight end. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
And there's the handoff. Football comes out. The ball bounces out of bounds, and the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh my gosh, Chris, you can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward backward bounce, that ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
This will be the 9th play on the drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires, and this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for a loss.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Single back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And a drive that just won't end. It's 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Right down the middle. And the game is now tied.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
A new set of downs after that completion. The shotgun running play call. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to scramble now. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Can't connect on the long throw. Incomplete, a 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
Second down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The Sooners will look to convert here on fourth down. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. Mental mistake by the defense, a 5-yard penalty. So first and 10 for the offense after a costly fourth down penalty on the defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the option play. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier side, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a third and long from the 20-yard line. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down.
Well, to call that play, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line and quarterback because you're so close to your own goal line. Here, they don't protect the quarterback. They give up the sack and almost causes a safety.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. He's going to pull it down and run. They chase him down. They tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll down the ball just inside the 35.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, looking deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And it's a fake. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. Off the fake, the holder with a completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. And he's got his man open downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield at 1st and 10. Ball handed off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And here's the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's the 2nd down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And he lobs it deep down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Using his legs here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Now they're running on the toss. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
I love how this quarterback, Chris, is able to keep this play alive by scrambling away from that pressure, getting to his left, buying some time, just unable to connect it to the receiver downfield.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He fires this throw and is intercepted.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He shreds the tackle. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback looking to scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Breaks loose at the 40. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. They'll try a pass here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They will claim the second half lead. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
That run picks up first down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
And it's complete downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and it gets you the yards you need.
And a flag flies as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And it's caught inside the 10. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. There's the snap. And he's looking to throw. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Strong game by this quarterback. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Turner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. The shotgun handoff here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
That run moves the ball across the 35.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance.
Looking to throw it deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here comes a handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Then he'll run out of bounds and pick up a few yards on the play.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
On the run here, lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receiver is usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Second down after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. And that's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Kick is up and no good. And with the miss, we remain tied.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. They'll feed the back again. He's found some room at the 45. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flashed at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out in the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a toss play to the right. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Biggest drive of the game right here. Regulation time winding down. Try and muscle for the first down. Will he score here? Touchdown, Oklahoma. They have jumped in front in the final minute. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, preserve this lead. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return will be brought down. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. Makes the catch downfield. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. They've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll scramble for a first down and, importantly, get out of bounds to stop the clock. That's a smart play.
Well, this young man is doing everything he can to keep his team in this game, and this play checks all the boxes. Need a first down? Check. Get out of bounds and stop the clock? Check. Avoid himself getting a big hit? That's a big check.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And a timeout is called here. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Yeah,
now time for one final play that obviously has to go into the end zone to see if they can tie it up.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The pass rush closing in. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.